Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 2 Lawless is finally here. Today we have a full showcase of the entire Battle Pass, all the new Mythic weapons, abilities, medallions, brand new collaborations, and everything you guys need to know about Season 2's update. And if you guys want to be gifted the Chapter 6 Season 2 Battle Pass or any of the awesome skins dropping into Fortnite's shop, all you have to do is drop a like, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on, and leave your epic usernames down in the comments below. And to start things off, we can quickly showcase the entire Chapter 6 Season 2 Battle Pass with all 8 brand new skins that have fully been revealed from Fortnite themselves. In no specific order, we have Midas with a brand new variant that fans realized resembles Kato Thorn very similarly, so there might be more to this character than initially meets the eye. We have our first female skin that is wearing a bright purple shirt and purple mask, which is pretty basic but very clean. I think a lot of people are going to like this skin. Of course, we have our boy Big Dill, the rapper and musician, who seems to be the face of Season 2 and the character that Fortnite is promoting the most. We have another female skin wearing a traffic cone on her head that was also revealed to have a cel-shaded style seen in the Season 2 launch trailer that is most likely going to be one of the bonus reward variants for this skin. Of course, we have our boy Sub-Zero, which is most likely the secret Battle Pass skin for Season 2 since he is the only collaboration skin in here with a collab between Fortnite and Mortal Kombat. We have another female skin with white hair and red pants, another female skin with pink dreads, also wearing skull goggles, and she has a little cuddle team leader charm on her hip, so she might be linked to that skin. And then finally, we have this wolf skin and character who is shaping up to be the main villain and antagonist for Chapter 6 Season 2, and based on the Season 2 launch trailer, it appears that he is the leader and mastermind of the new crime faction and organization that we're getting introduced to in this new season. And with the Battle Pass showcase complete, we could dive into the fun stuff, which is the new Mythic weapons, abilities, and medallions. The first of which belongs to our boy Sub-Zero, which of course his mythic weapon is going to also have an ability tied in, which will be an ice fist that will allow you to melee attack and lunge at enemies doing damage. There's also mobility built in where you can slide on an ice trail that the mythic gloves will create, and it ends by pulling out an ice spear and doing another lunge attack, which will probably be the main way to do damage to players using this new mythic. So that looks pretty interesting, and I'm very excited to check that out. We also have a mythic version of the electric stun bat, which is a brand new weapon seen a few times throughout the Season 2 launch trailer. But what's really interesting about this is people realized it is connected to another collaboration coming in Chapter 6 Season 2 between Fortnite and Yakuza, which started out as a super old school video game based on fighting, but was so successful that it transferred over to a TV series and multiple different movies. But people realized that if you look at the official key art for the old Yakuza video games, you can see the exact electric stun bat the main characters are holding is the one getting added to Fortnite. And although these characters and skins are not featured in the Season 2 Battle Pass, they're obviously getting their own weapons and mythics, so this sets up for them also being their own mythic bosses once those characters from Yakuza are confirmed that we are going to be getting in Fortnite Season 2. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but a bat is obviously going to be another mythic melee-based weapon, so you're not going to be able to use this thing at range, but I'm excited to see how much damage it'll do and what the electric effect will do to enemies. And for our third and final mythic seen in the Season 2 launch trailer, it is Midas's mythic shotgun that looks to be a new revamped version of the double barrel. And of course, Midas with his golden touch will turn this thing gold. So just like the Midas mythic boss from Chapter 2 Season 2, where you can get the mythic and golden version of his drum gun, this is basically going to be the same, but a mythic gold version of this new double barrel shotgun getting added to the loot pool that you will have to fight Midas for in order to obtain. And along with all of these mythic weapons, there is a few other weapons getting added to Fortnite's loot pool, along with some brand new gameplay mechanics that I quickly wanted to showcase. The first of which is that dual wielding weapons will be coming in Fortnite Season 2. There is a scene in the Season 2 launch trailer where a player can be seen holding a shotgun in his right hand and an SMG in his left, which seems like a dirty and super overpowered combo, but I'm excited to see how that's going to play out and balance in terms of gameplay. Along with that, we have a new plasma burst rifle that shoots a constant res laser, and every few seconds will create a mini explosion based on where it's aimed. This is also going to come in handy for looting the vaults that we're going to be looking at later in the video, which is also how you guys will obtain the mythic medallions, which we're also going to be going over. Also, make sure to add us on Snapchat for more giveaways, daily news, and special item shop gifting. We also have a brand new item known as the Meltonite, which appears to be a new version of C4 that you throw and it will stick, shooting a constant flow of fire and flares, which is also going to tie into the looting of vault and the heist theme for Chapter 6 Season 2. And finally, we also have a new item known as the rocket drill, which will be used for mobility and also causing damage to players. And of course, this weapon is probably the most obvious, but this is also going to be utilized for breaking into the vault, and it's going to be very similar to the rocket ram that we saw back in Chapter 4, but with a sharp, massive drill on the front. And like we mentioned earlier in the video, vaults will be returning in Chapter 6 Season 2, which I know a lot of you guys are going to enjoy, but unlike prior seasons where vaults were located around Fortnite's island, there is going to be no key cards in order to access these, but you actually have to heist and break into them using the brand new weapons and features that were added in Season 2, which of course, like we just said, is the plasma burst rifle, the meltonite grenades, or the rocket drill, all three of which can break into these vaults without using a key card, and this is going to be a brand new gameplay feature we've never seen before. But the reason these vaults are so important is because this is where the mythic medallions are actually going to be located for you guys to obtain and get special abilities. So far, based on the Season 2 launch trailer, there is 3 different vaults you're able to heist and break into that we have seen. There's most likely going to be a few more at different points of interest we are unaware of, but the 3 confirmed are going to be 1 moving around on the train, a normal bank vault most likely at the main point of interest getting added for Season 2, and finally the money van vault, which just like the train will move around and spawn randomly on Fortnite's island, which makes it very interesting as there's not going to be one set location for most of these vaults. But what we could see based on the Season 2 trailer is that all of the mythic medallions will be located in these vaults, so unlike prior seasons where you had to take out mythic bosses in order to get their medallions, you're simply going to have to break into the vault in order to obtain these. The first mythic medallion belongs to none other than our boy Big Dill, which based on the trailer is actually going to have multiple medallions in one single vault, which is something we've never seen before, so I'm excited to see how that plays out. Instead of 1 player per lobby getting the medallions, multiple people will have those special abilities that the medallions grant, which I think is going to switch things up pretty drastically. We can also see, thanks to the official Chapter 6 Season 2 key art, that this little rat skin here that's probably going to be dropping into the item shop later in Season 2 is also holding a second medallion that appears to have some sort of green money sign drawn onto it. We don't know what this medallion is going to be or what vault this is located at, but considering the rat is standing on the train, my guess is that this second medallion will be located in the train vault, which is good insight to have for the start of Chapter 6 Season 2. And like usual, Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 2 will have a ton of collaborations dropping throughout the duration of the season. The 2 main ones that are already confirmed is of course Fortnite and Mortal Kombat, with Sub-Zero being featured in the Battle Pass, and of course Fortnite and Yakuza with brand new skins coming out into the game along with their electric stun bat. But there is a few other collaborations data miners have already confirmed Fortnite will be dropping throughout Chapter 6 Season 2 that are most likely going to be featured either in the item shop or as their own mini event pass, depending on how big these collabs Fortnite wants to make them. But those 3 collaborations confirmed so far is between Fortnite and King of the Hill, which so far we do know that a Hank Hill skin will be dropping into the item shop at some point. We also have a collaboration happening between Fortnite and James Bond, which is also going to be going over to Rocket League as well, which that one should be a pretty large scale collaboration. And finally, the one that we've all been waiting for but unfortunately ended up getting delayed until Season 2 is between Fortnite and Demon Slayer, which a lot of people are speculating is going to be coming with their own mythic weapons abilities. And if you take a look back at prior anime collaborations, usually these tend to be the biggest collabs we get every season. So of all of these confirmed collaborations, this one is the most likely to have their own event pass with free rewards and tons of item shop skins getting released. And finally, we have 2 LTMs from way back in the OG days of Fortnite Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 that were slightly updated and revamped in Fortnite's files at the start of Chapter 6, and there's a good chance that both of these LTMs are going to finally be returning after many years in Season 2, and those are the Operation Infiltration LTM and the High Stakes LTM, both of which fit the Chapter 6 Season 2 theme of heist and robbery perfectly, which is why it makes a lot of sense they're finally going to be returning for the first time in many years. A lot of you guys probably weren't playing Fortnite back in the day and didn't get to experience these, but they were pretty banger LTMs, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy their return.